I forgot that I was supposed to be talking for this intro. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from my voice, I just woke up and I'm putting my skincare on. I did want to give you a quick skincare update because you'll see very soon that the amount of things that I'm using for my skincare is very, very minimal, and I'm very happy about that. I've already gotten mostly dressed. I woke up this morning and I felt very compelled to wear this t-shirt, so we're going with it. It's also really, really warm today. It's going up to 70 degrees, and I don't know, just it's t-shirt time. Okay, on to the skincare. You'll see I am just doing the bare minimum. I just did eye cream, which is why I had the eye patches on, which I don't think is necessary, but I like to do that. Moisturizer and sunscreen. That's literally it. I have no breakouts on my face, and I hardly get them anymore. I should probably do a dedicated video on like an updated skincare routine, including the updates about the dermatologist, but I'm really, really happy with my skin right now. Okay, so after I added my actual skincare, the additional stuff was a little bit of perfume, lip balm, and then, you know, I have to do this off screen. I cannot see. Okay, and then the final touches are jewelry. Of course, you know I like to end off with those things, and I would love to thank Luisa once again for sponsoring this part of today's video. So something that I love and appreciate about my mom is that, to me, her style, she has like a curation, she has a vibe, she has like a box of jewelry, and every time I look at it, I'm just like so inspired. And I think it encapsulates an aesthetic that I try to curate with my own collection now that I'm an adult and I can build a jewelry collection for myself. Going with like a two-toned earring today. Absolutely obsessed with that style, by the way. And Ana Luisa is a huge, huge part of my jewelry curation. You all know that. I wear Ana Luisa 100% of the time, every single day. And they're part of my curation because of just that. They're incredible quality, they're timeless, and they can be worn daily. So no matter what fit I'm going for, it works. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for the chunky style when it comes to rings. So I have this one right here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with these two. Really chunky, fun. Loving this so far. Okay, and then lastly, moving on to necklaces. I think I am gonna layer it up, and another thing I love about Ana Luisa jewelry is that no matter what pieces I get, they always end up layering so well every single time. I don't even have to worry about that because it always works. Actually, I think I'm just gonna go with one. Maybe I won't layer it today. Ana Luisa's pieces check all the boxes for a perfect gift for your mother or motherly figure in your life. And they're having a 25% off sale right now. So it's for a limited time. So make sure that you take advantage of that savings ahead of Mother's Day. But I do plan on getting a piece or pieces for my mom because I know that she would absolutely love these. She would definitely love everything about them just as I do, because once again, timeless, classic, versatile, high quality. I've never had a wearing out problem. Oh, and one of the best things, fast shipping. So I can ensure that I'm gonna get my pieces in time, especially if I'm gifting it to someone like my mom. Don't wanna be late for my mom, that's for sure. But if you do wanna take advantage of those savings, be sure to check out my description box. Right at the top, there's a link there for you to go ahead and start shopping. Let me know if you are getting anything for your mom or a motherly figure or for yourself this Mother's Day. And once again, thank you so much for Ana Luisa for sponsoring this part of the video. Now let's get started with this day. I do love me a cozy, overcast, gloomy day, especially like a cold day, but I have also really been appreciating sunshine because we've been getting so much rain lately, and I don't know, my mood instantly boosts whenever I land in some sunshine. So opening up those windows, an important detail of my morning. Okay, this is my current fixation. This is just a yogurt bowl that I've been having every day for breakfast. We've just got some yogurt at the bottom, and then I sweetened it with a little touch of maple syrup. And then we have fresh cut strawberries. I've finally been able to go to the farmer's market again. And then lastly, we have maple almond granola from Whole Foods. I actually really like it. As you can tell, I like maple. And then these are gonna go to my bunny because she loves the tops. Okay, just finished my morning pages. That was a success. Still doing my 40 ounces of moon juice every morning. I really like it, by the way, if you couldn't tell. Once I finish doing my morning pages, which I think now takes me about 5 to 10 minutes depending on how inspired I am, I move on to my planner as always. So let's go into it together and see what I've got going on this week. I'm trying to keep it a little bit low-key this week because I have a lot of work to kind of overcompensate for the fact that I will be going on vacation next week. So because I know I'm going to be doing a lot of work type stuff and kind of doubling that up to make sure that I'm all set for my vacation time, I've kept my personal to-do list a little bit on the more casual side to kind of maintain that balance, if that makes sense. So let's see. This week I am working on a newsletter, which by the time I'm recording this video, the newsletter has already gone out, so that's all done. I decided to not do a podcast episode this week, so I scratched that off of my list here because once again, I realize I have to do a lot of doubling up to ensure that I'm all set for my vacation time, and that actually includes YouTube. So I'm gonna try and at least film, not edit and finalize everything, but film 4 YouTube videos in 1 week. So just compiling all of the footage that I can in 1 week, and then next week when I do have like an hour here and there throughout the day when I have like my vacation time, I'll be able to edit those videos and have that set up for the following week. So a lot of filming happening this week, but I'm actually kind of excited to see how I take this challenge, if I'm gonna be successful with it, so we'll see. But I have that as my biggest thing on my list, and then the last thing is just Q2 checklist. So for today specifically, I'm really going to be focusing on filming those YouTube videos and working on my Q2 checklist. And then I wrote a little bit of my Q2 checklist here, which I take straight from my Notion profile. So specifically what I want to do this week is start the seeds. I know I've been saying this for months that I want to start the seeds for the backyard garden, but I am starting it today. Today is the day. The other thing is that I need to get some clothing pieces for a wedding that I'm going to in the summer. I've been doing a lot of research on that, so I think I'm finally going to make the commitment this week and just make the purchase. And then the last thing is to assess my social profiles, which I did yesterday, so I can actually scratch that off. And what I mean by that is essentially just like looking at my social profiles and seeing where I'm kind of slacking and if I should kind of improve there or just cut off doing it altogether. So for example, I have not been super active on my Lemonade, and I don't know the future of my Lemonade profile, to be honest with you. So I'm considering just not posting on there anymore. So that's what I mean by assessing my social profiles. Okay, so technically all that I'm working on today, well, not all, I have a lot of stuff, but technically what I'm working on today are filming YouTube videos, some of it, and my Q2 checklist, which is actually just starting my seeds. And speaking of seeds, I want to do a little bit of a haul with you. Let me show you some gardening things that I've got. But yeah, all done with my planning stuff. And by the way, if you're curious as to whether or not I'm going to be reading right now, I am not because I am just about out of time before I have to start working after I show you my haul, of course. But yeah, I will not have time to read for 10 minutes, which I'm not too upset about because one, I spent all morning filming. That takes a few minutes here and there extra when I'm trying to film a morning routine for you. So I knew that that was going to end up happening, but also I'm not too upset because I've been reading in the afternoon. Shocker. Anyway, let's do this garden haul. Okay, a very tiny haul, just 2 things, but these are just the things that I needed at the time or right now. So essentially what these are little stakes to put into my seedling trays so that I know exactly what are in my seedling trays. Last year, I really dumbly, I don't even know if that's a word, but I really did not do this. I didn't label what my seeds were. And so I had to kind of wait and see what they would grow up to end up being because I completely forgot. So got this time around. And then this little tin here, this is not specific to gardening at all. I just found a tin on Amazon because I wanted something a little simple and minimalistic to put into my greenhouse. I didn't want something that could get damaged if it was like a really nice quality thing. So I got something simple in case it does get damaged because, you know, the weather and things out there, to hold all of my seed packets. So as you can see, I have a ton of seed packets here. I am going to be planting all of these seeds. So let's do a really quick rundown. We've got tomatoes. These are beefsteak. I actually divided these by where I'm going to be placing them, so let's start from the back. So again, we've got the beefsteak tomatoes. Then we have Cherokee purple. I love me an heirloom tomato, so I had to get one of those. Then we have hot peppers. I do an incredible hot sauce or pepper sauce. So I needed to get peppers, and so I got that. Jalapenos, which was my big thing last year. And then sweet peppers, because we like sweet peppers. And then we have onions. I figured onions would be very useful to grow. I also have garlic, by the way, that's already in the raised beds. I'll show you that in another video, but here we have French breakfast radishes. Oh my gosh, I want to try radishes again, but specifically these. These look delicious. Then we've got carrots, another thing that we love. Broccoli, we're big fans of broccoli, so does the woodchuck, but we'll see. Celery, huge fans of celery. Spinach, I'm personally a big fan of spinach, so got that for me. Lettuce, because I think we're going to be into salads this summer, of course. Then we have dill. I did get some herbs. I feel like herbs are always useful to have. So dill, cilantro, chives, and then the last one are wildflowers. So we actually have kind of like a bed on the side of our house that is completely empty. We dug everything out because I had like old plants in there. And so I'm thinking that we can put these wildflowers there. I'll have Ian kind of be the lead on this one because he likes that space. So yeah, we're hoping that we can put in some wildflowers for, you know, the native bees and butterflies and stuff like that. And that is my mini haul. And just like that, I am getting ready to start my day. I already have a bunch of meetings first thing in the morning, and some of them actually overlap. So needless to say, it has been really, really busy. And to be honest with you, I feel like my morning routines, aside from the fact that I filmed today, so it took up a little bit of extra time, I don't mind that at all. But oh my gosh, did you just see Riley? Anyway, aside from that, I feel like my morning routines have been pretty rushed, not gonna lie. I feel like my mind is kind of all over the place, even in the midst of my slow morning routine. And then I jump into work, and is my hand shaking? Then I jump into work and I have a ton of meetings. I end up getting super swamped first thing in the morning, and then things just get super distracted. I don't know, I feel kind of weird. I'm getting distracted right now just looking at myself film this. Anyway, but you get my point. I just feel like I'm a little bit rushed these days, so I hope I was still able to instill a little bit of slowness in this morning routine to kind of encapsulate that for you, to give you a little bit of inspiration, even though I personally am not feeling my best when it comes to my slow morning routine. Maybe I need to switch things up, I don't know, but I will be doing a video very soon when it comes to having ruts in your lifestyle and how that impacts your slow living routine or your slow lifestyle practices, and how you can kind of work around those ruts. So thank you, by the way, for somebody who suggested that I talk about that, because they did ask me that in like a private DM, and so I'm definitely getting to it, I promise. But yeah, we'll talk about that more in another video, in an upcoming video. But for now, thank you so much for hanging out with me today in this slow-ish morning routine. I think it was slow. I think I was able to encapsulate it. You let me know. But thank you for hanging out with me. Don't forget to get your Ana Luisa pieces. Don't forget to take advantage of that sale. Savings is always a good thing, and they're doing a 25% off sale right now for a limited amount of time. Link is going to be in my description box right at the top. But I appreciate you, and I will talk to you in next week's video.